Nuri Sahin, thank you so much for talking to Beyond the Game. Now, I know you play for Werder Bremen right now, but everyone will know you for being, Borussia Dortmund legend. What was that like, kind of fulfilling that dream?
For me, Dortmund will always be the place where my heart is. I can speak hours and hours about, not only about Borussia Dortmund, about Dortmund, because for me it's the most beautiful city in the world. Maybe I'm the only person in the world who thinks this, but it's the place, it's really the place I feel like I can be the one I am. If you lead the team as a captain, only a handful of people can tell this, and I'm one of these guys. I lead my team on the pitch in the Westfalen Stadium, and it's still makes me very proud. And in my career I played for Real Madrid, I played for Liverpool, but the moment I led my team on the pitch as a captain with 19 years and playing on this pitch and win the match and going into the dressing room, make the speech to my players and say, listen, we did a great job, I'm proud to be your captain. The captain armband, you say armband? It's still in my locker, and it will always, for me, it's the biggest trophy I had.
I don't feel any pressure. I'm only happy if I can play in the stadium and I can play for this club.
When I went to Spain, I could speak fluently Spanish, and I knew already where I want to live, what I want to eat, when I went to make the siesta, when I go to dinner. It was all these things. I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this. But I wasn't ready for the influences, It was like a daily business, daily work, daily, fight. And maybe I wasn't ready for this, and I get injured and very early.
How did you deal with that, knowing that you're at a club like Real Madrid and then you've got this injury which probably hampered your chances?
It affected me a lot. My wife was pregnant. We get parents in September. I was injured. I was lying next door to my wife because I was injured. She was giving birth to our son. It was completely a new world, and we were alone. You can't never forget this. We were 21, 22, alone in Spain, next to each other in the hospital, and it was different. It was different, but it was giving me a lot of lessons for my life, and I could fulfill another dream. When I was ball boy in Dortmund, I was in the Champions League against Real Madrid, and these 90 minutes, I remember in some sequences. I remember how Zidane was sweated all over his jersey. I remember how Roberto Carlos crossed the ball around the pitch on the chest of Figo. I know how we crossed the ball. I know how we get the equalizer in the minute 90 against Real Madrid. All these things stay with me, and there's a nice picture of me. I was on the pitch alongside Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, and I have still at my home this picture, and it was fulfilling another dream, and it was great.
How do you look back on your time playing for Liverpool?
For me, Melwood is one of the best places in the world, because there you can do your job the best. And the people around the club were amazing. I'm still in contact with these people. They did an amazing job, really. Now with the right coach, you see what they are doing, and Anfield was special. As I said, I really enjoyed these 3.5 months, but the problem was Dortmund. When they called me, I could be everywhere.
You went back to Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah, I was running back to him. As a coach, everyone knows what he can do. He has his own style of football. But what makes him special is that he's the best person on earth. He was the first person who knew that my wife is pregnant. He was the first. I didn't went to my parents first. I went to him and I said, listen, I'm on the way to become a dad. And
did he say?
He was amazed, like, hey, congratulations. And he was also the first person after my agent who knew that Real Madrid was interested in me. Like, I didn't went to another guy. He was my coach. It's the most stupid thing I can do normally, to go to him and say, listen, I have an offer from Real Madrid. What do you think about? And normally the coach would say, listen, don't go. You're fine here, you know. And he was like giving me the pros, giving me the contras, and he was like, okay, do what you think. I just can tell you, I totally understand what you do. I would love it when you stay here. I could understand when you want to leave, and yeah, he's the best person, really. He's
it sounds like he was more than a coach for you.
If you say about Jurgen Klopp he's only a coach, it's not right.
Ve Volkan yine kalesinde başarılıydı. Nuri Sahin 17 yaş altı.
Was it difficult for you to choose Turkey over Germany?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why do you say that?
I love to be in Germany, and I think I'm also very lucky to grow up in Germany, but I always felt Turkish. I sing Turkish, I am Turkish, my family is Turkish, and well, I ran from school in 2002 when Turkey played the World Cup in Japan and in South Korea, and yeah, always my dream to wear this jersey and to hear the national anthem on the pitch. And I knew already then I could win maybe the World Cup with Germany, and I knew it will be very difficult to win it with Turkey, but for me, like in this case, it was not like, okay, where I can win more, where I can make more, like it was never this case. I was always like, I want to play for Turkey.
So as a person that's born in Germany, but with Turkish descent, I mean, did you have any identity issues, like you didn't quite fit in to German society?
No, no. The best thing with me, I love it when I speak to Turkish people. They say, hey, you are more Turkish than the guys in Turkey. And when I speak to a German family, they say, hey, you are more German than us, you know. How do you know this? How do you know that? How do you know how to behave like a German? And I think that's a thing God gave me, talent beside football, that I really can adapt to the sociality or the habits of the special country.
It's kind of fitting that we're doing this interview in a university, seeing as you got accepted to Harvard. I mean, did you always want to go down that route of education? I mean, how did that all come about?
Well, I always wanted to get the best education as possible, but as you know, I started very early with my professional career, so I had to take a step back with my education, and now the time was right. I always dreamed about a university life, living the good life. This is the way we train at Harvard. It was a changing moment in my life, and in this week I learned so much and so many things which will lead me on my way.
Is that how the academy came about? I mean, this is why we're here.
Getting out of my comfort zone. I mean, I live a good life. I can't lie. But I mean, for me, it's important to do something, to set an example, to bring something forward. And to bring something forward, we, as the leaders of these sports, I am, if you want or not, I am one of the leaders in this sports in Turkey. I have to do things which will lead other young guys, young girls, and they can do also. And we have to do a lot of things. Maybe I am 1% of this, but for this 1%, it's very important to do this. And yeah, it's only the beginning of a great story.